Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Happy Monday. I know I missed last Monday, but life kind of got in the way, so I was a little bit busy. Pickles, Pickles, come here. Come here. Come here, Pickles. Let's introduce you. Come on. I got my co host today. We got Pickles Cohen. Where you at? Where you at, Pickles? Where you at? Say hi. Say good morning, everybody. Good morning from New Orleans. You gonna say hello? You need to go in there and get water, huh? Hmm? Y'all, isn't he the cutest? He is like absolutely the cutest. I didn't even think I would be in the pugs. But look at this face. Look at the face. You want to get down? Ah, Yoda gonna be so mad at me. He gonna be, you cheating on me, mama. You cheating on me, but I love my Yoda. So you guys, you know how we do this. We're gonna pick a card from 1 to 6. Could be the first message, could be message a card number 2, 3. The whole message could end up being for you. So keep an open mind, ask your guides, ask your God, ask your spirits. What is the message for you? Let's get into it. Let's see what we come up with. Spirit, messages for my people. Messages for my people. Uh-oh. Hold up. We got a pile. Let's see what we're going into. Oh, interesting. Card number 2. Some of y'all is out there, or this could be somebody that is dealing with you. But we'll get into it. All right, Spirit. Messages for my people. Hmm. Okay, so hold up. Let's make sure we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Let me put these cards here. You're going to hear some traffic because I'm on the balcony. So there's cars coming by, trucks, horses, no party buses. It's too early, thank the Lord. But you're going to hear some noise. So be patient. Bear with me. So if you chose card number one is about feeling trapped. Card number one, you could be in a situation where you're dealing with an environment or you're dealing with a toxic person who's making you feel like you can't move forward. Now, for some of you, normally I would even say self imposed bondage, but I don't think that's going to click with a lot of you this time. I think for some of you, this is really someone holding you back in your life. This could be a family member, this could be within a relationship, this could be a friendship where maybe you need to speak to someone, you need to say something, but you're having a hard time saying it. This could be somebody even having a difficult time talking to you. Whatever this card is, the energy around it is that somebody feels like they cannot move forward. They feel like they're stuck in an environment or in a situation that does not make them happy. Now, for some of you, it could be not wanting to see something that you need to see because this person, even though their hands and everything are bound, they can take this blindfold off. But for some of you, it may be, and it's barbed wire that is around this person's hands and their arms. So it could be that for you to see what you need to see may cause some pain in your life. Some of you may feel like you don't want to deal with a situation or you don't want to deal with a problem because it could be painful or it could be hurtful. And for some of you, this could be looking at something that you need to change within yourself to help you move from the situation. I do feel if you are in a relationship, some of you could be in an abusive relationship where you feel like there's a spirit of, I don't want to say abuse, but for some of you, this could register because I feel like either somebody could be trying to keep you in a physical prison or a mental prison, which means you could be dealing with somebody that doesn't like you to leave the house without them. They don't like you to travel without them. There could be this energy of somebody being very, very possessive with you. So for some of you, you could be in a relationship that could be mentally abusive or emotionally abusive. And you may have a hard time looking at it for what it is. Everything else could be good. This person could pay the bills. They could do a lot of things that are really, really um, good for you in that aspect of taking care of you. But there could be where they're keeping you kind of restricted, kind of limited in your environment. For some of you, this could even be dealing with somebody who's in jail, or some of you may be facing a decision where you may be locked up, or either knowing that something is coming up where you could be locked up or limited with your freedom. I definitely feel like this is a feeling of not being able to expand or even be free in your environment, whether this is mental or just some type of physical energy. I keep feeling abuse for some of you. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you're being abused, you definitely may need to go ahead and seek out help if you can. Talk to anybody that you can that can get you out of this situation. Some of you don't want to admit to yourself that you could be in a really toxic relationship that could cause some pain or cause some harm to you. Bob Wire is showing that this could be somebody that's in mental, emotional, or physical pain, but it is something that is hard for them to move away from. So if this is somebody you're dealing with, or if this is something that you deal with, if you can, you may need to go ahead and reach out for some type of help. Ooh, card number one was kind of heavy, you guys. Okay, so let's see. Let me secure these cards because it is windy. Card number two. Card number two, we have passion and we have passion. We have passion and we also have possession or obsessive. Some of you could be getting some really, really good booty. I mean, really outstanding, amazing. Good booty that you can't even see straight. Why you gotta come run over here when I say booty? Did you eat the plant stuff? Pickles. No. No. Some of you definitely could have some really hot, passionate moments that are coming to you. Now, this could be somebody definitely that is trying to keep you on lockdown because the booty's good, or you trying to keep them on lockdown because the booty's good. For some of you, though, this may be becoming a little bit, I don't even want to say awkward, because I get bondage and spanking and a lot of other stuff that somebody might really be into, really, really may like it. It's like, this is my, like somebody, your song come on, this is my jam. I feel for some of y'all, this is your energy. So I don't think this is necessarily bad for somebody. If you're going through this, for some of you, you enjoy this. This is almost like I'm getting like a 50 Shades of Gray vibe with these two cards. Definitely some bondage, some play coming into it that is very consensual. Um, and for some of you, you're really getting into it, whether you're giving it or whether you're getting it. Some of you are really getting into it. Now, if you're not in a relationship or it's not happening, some of you could be meeting someone that's going to bring this energy into your life. Now, the crazy thing about it is, if you put it with card number one, some of you could be trapped in a situation where, I don't want to say you're a sex slave, but some of you may be either put in a situation where somebody is expecting this from you. I don't know if you signed a contract. I don't know if you agreed to this, but for some of you, this may be a situation that you really don't want to be in. You could be dealing with somebody who's very, very possessive. Now, if we take that out, like I said, for a lot of you, you could be fantasizing, this could be dreaming, this could be calling this person in, but some of you definitely want to connect with somebody where there's a lot of passion. And with this passion, could be coming some possessiveness. Somebody might be, say my name. What's my name? It's yours, Zaddy. You know how it is. Some of you really may be like, this is mine. So card number two, it's going to be really interesting because some of you may be doing this week. You could be meeting somebody that's bringing this energy into your life this week. For some of you, you could even be bringing this energy into somebody else's life where you're really connecting with somebody and the sex is like really, really good. Could be a little bit out there, but for some of you, it's like, this is what I really enjoy. So card number two, if it's not a situation where you feel forced, because if we read it with card number one, somebody could be forced to be in this situation. This could be some type of sex slave thing going on. This is a really, I don't know if it's because I'm in New Orleans or whatever, but this is a really crazy reading, you guys. But for some of you, you could be in a situation where if you're not being forced to stay there, some of you may be addicted to the booty. I'm not in a good relationship. I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't like the way you do things, but your booty is so good. that I can't leave. I feel trapped. So for some people, you're dealing with some type of obsession. Could be sex. For a lot of you, it could be sex addiction. Connecting with somebody that maybe you don't want to deal with anymore, but you feel like you could be addicted to the sex. Woo! All right. Card number two. Mm. Card number three. Now, with card number three, we do have reconciliation, walking away from drama. Some of you could be in a relationship where maybe you thought the grass was greener on the other side. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to go be with this person. They make me feel good. Some of them could be giving really, really good booty. The passion card is there. Some of y'all may have gotten obsessed with a relationship or a person, thinking that this is what you needed, but it could be more than what you want to deal with. You could have bit off more than what you can chew, and now you feel trapped. So for some of you, you could be coming from a situation. Now, it doesn't have to just be sex. This could be even in a relationship where some of you may have felt trapped, friendship, family, and you're walking away from it. But for some of you, because we do have reconciliation, this could be reconciling with a lover that you walked away from because maybe you got distracted with somebody else. For some of you, this could be reconciling with a friend or a family member that maybe you had an issue with because of some possessiveness. Maybe you had somebody come in that caused problems with you and a friend. Definitely feels like there is some type of walking away from something that you thought was going to be good for you and reconciling with something from your past because you realize that that actually is the better thing for you. So with card number three, some of you may be coming to a hard truth that you made a mistake. You or somebody that you're dealing with, like you chose to go be with that person and you thought all that was gonna be good, whips and chains swinging from the ceiling fan and all that. And then this person started cutting on you and doing all kind of shit, wanting to suck your blood, and you're like, fuck, that's a little bit too heavy. That's a little bit too deep for me. I'm gonna go back to Sally Sue or Billy Bob because they don't do all this shit. That's for some of you. For some of you, you literally could have just tried to walk away from a relationship and try something new, not sexual, but maybe just trying something new, wanting to do something deeper, feeling like you needed a change. And then you realize that maybe what you thought you were walking to isn't what you really wanted. And you could be looking at somebody from your past in a different light and saying, you know what, I want to come back. It was too much drama. The shit that I was looking into was just too much. So for some of you, you definitely are moving towards some type of reconciliation. And it could be because maybe you see something different or the person that you're dealing with sees something different and they want to start over. They want to give it another try. Some of you could have tried to connect with other people, whether this was friendships or relationships. And like I said, it could have got a little bit too heavy. Maybe what you thought this person was bringing to the table wasn't what they were bringing to the table because some of you felt trapped. Um, and you realized that maybe I need to take a step back and go back to the person or go back into an environment that I feel comfortable with. That's less drama, less stress. I feel for some of you, this could even be a third party situation with a friendship. I feel like there could have been gossip where somebody said something to a person and you took their side and then come to find out that you realize no, they were lying. They weren't being upfront, they weren't being truthful. And you may be going back to a friend and saying, you know what, I'm sorry. I misread the situation or I didn't see it right. Um, but I feel like there's a conversation that's going to be coming, whether this is a love interest or whether this is somebody that is a friendship. I feel like some of you are about to have a deep conversation with somebody, or somebody's going to have a deep conversation with you. And there could be apologies that are issued within this because somebody may feel like they chose a wrong side or a wrong thing. Let's see. Card number four. Card number four is a move that is coming in. Now, for some of you, I feel like you signed a lease. I keep getting delays. That's what I picked up this card. It was like a pause, like something was supposed to be moving forward, but then there are delays. Not saying that it won't happen, it is going to happen. But I feel like for a lot of you, you could be dealing with signing paperwork. You could have things that were going really, really, really well. And then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we need this from you. Or we need to go ahead and have this turned in. And you're kind of like, well, I don't have that. So I got to go look for it. So for some of you, I feel like you may get some type of notification that I have to turn something else in or something else is going to be opening up. Um, where there could be an apartment that maybe you thought you were going into, but the person is not moving out and now they want to move you to a different apartment. Delays, but still a positive move for a lot of people. It is showing that there's something coming in where I feel like your first choice may not be the best choice for you. And that could be why the delay is coming. Not every delay is a bad delay. Spirit could be trying to show you that, like I said, if the apartment that you wanted was not ready and they're saying, okay, we're going to move you to another apartment, maybe it's bigger, maybe it's facing a certain direction for feng shui, maybe the energy of this other place is just better. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you definitely are going to be moving into something that has really, really good energy, a better environment. Some of you could be moving out of a situation where you felt trapped. There could be drama. There could have been roommates with this other situation. Let me get the trap card. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So some of you literally could be moving away from a situation where you felt trapped, whether this was living with family, living in a roommate situation, maybe some type of poly relationship, because we have a lot of sex. And then we have people, and I'm not saying poly relationships make people have sex against their will, but some of you could have been in a situation where you didn't feel comfortable, where there could have been sex involved with it. Not everybody. For some of you, this could just be issues with the people that you're dealing with, frustrations, irritation, feeling trapped by a situation, needing to walk away from drama, and finding you a new place to live. For some of you, you could be moving back in with somebody that you walked away from. What's up, boy? What's up? What's up? You want to come up? You want to come up and say hi? What's up? You want some attention? Hmm? You want some attention? Oh, here we go with the tongue. Why we gotta do the tongue? Huh? Look how long that thing is. Put that thing back in your mouth. Huh? That's not appropriate for the sex video, the sex talk. So, for some of you, you definitely could be walking away or moving away from an environment that was toxic, and you could be moving into a new home. Some of you could be moving back in with somebody that you walked away from. So some of you could have left a relationship where you felt like the grass was greener on the other side, and you moved in with this person, and then you realized you were trapped. Maybe they moved another man in, another woman in. There was something that you didn't like about an environment, and some of you walked away from it. I don't even feel job aspect of this. I was trying to see if this could be leaving a job and going to another job, but I don't feel job aspect with it. I don't even see any money cards. So for some of you, I feel like this is all emotional, any relationship attached to it. Now, card number five. Card number five, if you are walking away from a bad situation, some of you could be feeling like you're still carrying an energy of somebody that does not want to see you succeed. This could be jealousy. This could be somebody really not feeling you. I wonder if for some of you, this could be where you walked away from this relationship to go back to your ex-partner or whatever, and this person is now looking at you like, fuck you, you did this to me, you walked away from me. So somebody could be evil eyeing you. Now the evil eye could be jealousy or envy, and this could be causing you some type of anxiety. Now this doesn't have to pertain, I'm reading it as a message for somebody, and at the end I'm going to try to put it all together. But for some of you, this literally could be dealing with people who are jealous of you, envious of you, not wanting to see you succeed, not wanting to see you grow. Um, Not necessarily spell work where somebody is throwing at you with the evil eye. I mean, this is literally thought. Somebody that is thinking so much about you in a negative light that they're causing problems in your life or they're causing anxiety. Some of you may be dealing with this person where you feel the vibe, the way they look at you, the way they act around you, could make you feel like, I know this person doesn't like me. And for some people that are sensitive, this could be causing you to be really, really anxious. Could even be causing some depression with some people that you're dealing with. Pay attention to how you feel around people. Pay attention to their energy, how they make you feel. If you go around somebody and you're happy, and you're walking up to a club or to a bar, to somebody's event, and then you walk in and a certain person crosses your path and you're just like, oh, all of a sudden, I just feel drained. I don't feel good. You have to start paying attention if this happens every time this person comes around. Some of you could be dealing with an energy vampire. Some of you could be dealing with somebody throwing an evil eye. You have people that'll smile in your face and pretend to be a friend and fake as shit, but the energy won't lie. Anybody can put a smile on. Anybody can sit up there and TT, ha ha, and all that shit with you for a hot second. But the thing about it is, you have to pay attention to how you feel when you're around people. You have to pay attention to the vibe that you get. If it doesn't feel good, what you want, boy? What you want, huh? If it doesn't feel good, you cannot chew on my fingers. I need my fingers. If it doesn't feel good to you, if the energy doesn't feel good to you, then you need to go ahead and disconnect from that energy. Even when you do things like this with lives and stuff like that, if you're on a live and you have a certain person that they're just giving you some kind of wonky vibe, shut the whole thing down. For some of you, this could be somebody literally just trying to make you feel bad. They're trying to affect your energy. They're wishing bad on you. Sometimes this is a really, really hateful energy. And for a lot of sensitive people, they pick up on it. Doesn't make them feel good, doesn't make them feel comfortable. Ah, don't eat that dirt. Don't eat that dirt, pickles. I don't know what it is about dogs, but they literally will put anything in their mouth. So for some of you, if you are feeling this energy, start doing your cleansings, start taking care of yourself, start praying, and start paying attention to people that you deal with. You'll know who this person is by the way you feel around them. I don't give a shit how they paint it up, spray it with perfume or whatever. If you're dealing with somebody that is not for you, you are going to feel that energy and you're going to know exactly who it is. Card number 6. Card number 6 is the strength card. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Leo person. This could be somebody who's coming into your life. This could be your energy, but it's showing you getting stronger. If you are coming out of this energy with this evil eye, Spirit is saying that you can handle this. You can get past it. For some of you, the anxiety and depression may kind of put you in a place where you don't feel comfortable, where you're kind of a little bit out of sorts with yourself, discombobulated. But for some of you, with card number 6 is saying whatever the struggles that you have coming in this week, you're going to be okay. You can handle it. It's a line card. Some of you could be dealing with a friend that kind of boosts your energy or boosts your strength, makes you feel stronger. Some of you could be getting past this energy. Maybe you did a cleanse. Maybe you did something that made you feel better. And now you're realizing that you are strong. So with card number 6, this is a lot of positive growth. This is a lot of good energy. This is showing that whether you came out the situation where you were feeling trapped, and let's read it as a whole. Because as a singular card with card number 6, this means success. This means you being strong. You're standing up for yourself. You're not taking people's bullshit. You feel empowered. This is the energy that's coming to you. So for a lot of you with this card, this really is a positive, especially if you had a shitty week. This card is showing that within this week, coming into the weekend, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel like you triumphed over whatever obstacle it was. Whether it was the evil eye, whether it was this anxiety and depression, whether it was this feeling trapped, you're trumping all this. You're coming out of this energy. So if we read it as a whole, we got card number 1, someone feeling trapped in a situation or an environment. Now, it could be something that has to do with somebody being possessive, obsessive. For some of you, you could be in an environment or a situation with somebody where you literally are feeling like you can't walk away from it. For some of you may feel like you can't walk away from it because the booty is too good. The person may not be worth a shit, but the booty is good. Some of you may be feeling trapped in that situation. I feel for some of you, you could be walking away from this situation because there's drama attached to it. Some of you may be feeling like, I don't want to be in this anymore. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to walk away from it. Some of you are going back to a person or going back to an environment. That's what happens when you try to read outside, right? Some of you are going back to a person or an environment that feels comfortable for you. And this could be a move. You could be moving out of somebody's house. You could be moving away from somebody. You could be moving out of a toxic environment, walking away from drama, and going back to something you know. Now, for some of you, with the strength card, you could honestly decide that you're going solo. Even if there's a reconciliation, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to move in with a person. But some of you are finding your power. If you were in an environment or a situation where you felt powerless, and a lot of these cards put together show that, some of you are taking your power back and you're moving forward in a really positive way. This is somebody that's saying, I'm standing strong, I'm standing tall, I'm not taking any shit. All right, so you guys, I know the message at the beginning was kind of weird, kind of funky. I really didn't know where we were going with it. For some of you, it's going to register. Some of you enjoying your whips and your chains. I ain't mad at you. Do what you do. For those that don't want to be in that situation, though, it's showing that you are going to walk away from it. You're going to walk away from something that has you restricted, even if it is possessive. And you're going to move towards your strength, your empowerment, because it's showing that you are getting stronger. And it's because you took your blinder off and you looked at it. Even though it was painful with that barbed wire holding you, some of you had to do something to make a change within your life or within that situation. And it seems to be positive with the strength card. All right, you guys, I love you much. I will see you soon.